Jordy! Heal back up again, please. So, let me show you the progression of Jordy, for example. So, piloting gave him... he's now a little bit more experienced steering this ship. And you can see here in more detail, actually, it says 9 of 13. What does it actually mean? It means I evaded an enemy shot, or I dodged an enemy shot 9 times. And if I do that 13 times, I will level up to the next piloting level. The same holds true for Classic Core in engineering. Here. Here it says 8 of 13. So that means Classic Core was present on his station while we dodged an enemy shot 8 times. And if he does that 13 times in total, he will level up to level 2 engineering. For weapons, where our G-pudding is stationed, we have 27 of 65. That means that we successfully shot 27 times our weapons while G-pudding was present. And if he does that 65 times, he will level up to level 2 weapons. G-pudding at the site was stationed at the shields, so he has some experience with shields too. And here it says 4 of 55. What that means is G-pudding was present at the shield station 4 times when the enemy hit the shields. And if he is present 55 times when that happens, then he will level up to level 2 shields. Alrighty. Let's jump more. Okay, so now we have to take a few of these non-nebula jumps. So let's jump there. Okay, Angamos notes that it should be enough to bring you down to 0% O2. At some point in quite far future, you lose like 5% per activation. Okay, so level 1 hacking is enough to suffocate you if you plan to fight the enemy for like 1 or 2 hours. Noted, Angamoth. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messaged you, "Stay out of this or you'll be next." Concentrate fire on. Attack the pirates. No missile systems. Yay. You asked for it. They pull away from the planet and move in to engage. Okay, I'm totally safe from this enemy here. Okay, given that this only shoots once, but we will see. Yes, it's a heavy laser. Nice. So I'm totally safe on this ship, meaning I want to train here. So let's put G-pudding on shields. It's pretty bad ship to train on because it only shoots once. Shoots 1 laser per volley. And I mostly train on evading shots. So if I had an enemy ship that would shoot twice, 2 lasers per volley, I would get 2 chances at dodging these shots, obviously. Now I only get 1 chance per volley, so that takes longer than to train on this. But if they shoot into the shields, our G-pudding here on shields will level up shields. And this is represented by little green items here next to the guys. Let's wait for the next shot. There you go, that went into shields, and G-pudding got an increase in his shield skill. So all we need to do is lean back and watch this wonderful thing happening. There was actually a shot that missed, and you saw the green icons next to Jordy and Classic Core. They went up in piloting and engineering respectively. The beam weapon of the enemy is actually a special case. Beam weapons always hit, so they don't contribute to training, unfortunately. Yay! So you heard a little pling! And now you see here on piloting a green a little man with a star on 1 star on his head. That means Jordi reached level 1 piloting. And you heard it again, pling! And that was because Classicor just followed, you know, aping everything I do, it seems, and also went to level 1 engineering. This is represented here. The bar is now fully green, and now you see a little bit of yellow in here. That is the second bar. That means if I now get to 13 again, to 13 evasions again, I will actually level up even more to level 2. Right now I'm giving +2 evasion from what I had before, and Classicor does the same. Also gives 2 more evasion than he did before. That totals in a increase of 4% in evasion, and that means not 20% but 24% now in evasion. So roughly I can say every 4th shot I evade or dodge. So this might be a little boring to you guys, because nothing is really happening, but on hard you have to take these opportunities when they come. You have to train your crew. And unfortunately, we only have 3 crew members here, meaning that we don't train fully on our 4 main systems: shields, weapon, engines and piloting. But well, what can you do about it? Spurious ECG, I've never thought of doing this. There you go! Every day something new, Spurious ECG. I'm glad that I could help you improve in FTL. That's my mission. Also, this is one of the hidden reasons why you should actually rush to Shields level 2, so that you actually can come across ships that cannot hurt you early on. That is one of the reasons why the pros do it. Actually, by talking about pros, if you enjoy watching FTL, definitely give Lethal Frag a view. He regularly goes back to his FTL challenges, and he's an awesome streamer. I will actually... Oh, it's Mubot is still repeating this Nexus mod. Just disregard this. I will type it in chat. His name, Lethal Frag. And, oh no, actually make it a link. Twitch TV/Lethal Frag. There you go. He's an awesome streamer, and I got many of my streamer mannerisms from him. He takes a special effort to create a confrontation-free environment and just give his viewers a good time. Spurious ECG says, by the end most of my crew are fully leveled except for shields. Spurious, usually on normal mode you can afford to, you know, just naturally train, let your crew naturally progress. But on hard mode it pays off. It pays off to have a fully trained crew early on. Because the encounters gets difficult pretty quick. You look like you are ready to run a marathon, Jordi. Yeah, that's because of the hat then, right? Thank you, Akat Pizza. Classico says, Jordi, I have the exact same coffee mug right in front of me. Cheers, mate! I hope you keep her running. Do you guys actually hear the music in the background? I have this have the music pretty silent in the background here on OBS, but it's totally worth it to hear that music. The soundtrack of FTL, I would say it contributes 50% to the whole success of FTL. It's awesome. I cut pizza. Don't apologize for lurking. Lurkers number one. I appreciate every minute you put into my stream, chatting or not. And yeah, feel free to lurk or chat as you please. Yeah, Angema says you should get a void, aka green mug, because of green screen and all that. Yeah, that would be actually this water bottle here. Whoa! Ooh, Jordy, look at this. This is magic. Magic. Fun with green screens. Here is Jordy. Actually, how does it look like? Where are we? Oh, Jordy's about. Ooh, one more evasion, guys. One more evasion. Come on, dudes. You can do it. One dodge. Sharon Merrick says, yes, I've been looking for this Zoltan Homeworld diplomacy event. Good luck with Zoltan Homeworld quest. There you go. Yay! Jordy level up is now at the maximum piloting skill level. You can see that the little green man turned into a yellow man with 2 stars on his head. Meaning we now contribute a whopping 5 more evasion to the total evasion percentage. And the same now happened to Classic Core. Congratulations, Classic Core, for level 2 engineering. You are a true Scotty now. Both of them contribute 5 more evasion than they did from the start. So we went from 20% to a total of 30% evasion. That's awesome. So now we only have G-Pudding left, who is training his shield skills. Yeah, we will just bring him to level 1 shields though, because right at the moment he will usually be on the weapons. So I will train him to level 1 shields and then put him back on weapons and start destroying this ship. And when I get a new crew member, I will put the new crew member on the weapons, because usually you level the fastest on weapons. So that new crew member will then go to weapons, and G-Pudding will go back to shields, where he will have at least 1 level of shields experience. How many times do I have to tell ya? The right tool for the right job. Spooky bottle, says Angermoth. Kiruax, hello, thank you for joining us. And speaking of a chat, we like that here. You say, cut your engine. Why would I do that? Poor engine. I'm not into cutting engine. That's not my fetish. All right, okay. Finally, G-Pudding leveled up. Is at level 1 shields now, and we will put G-Pudding back to weapons, and we can go back into action here. Switch yourself in Classic Core while G-Pudding levels his shield in case something happens. Yeah, we could do that, but I don't want to make you wait any longer now. I'm fine with this, and start shooting. Okay, that missed. That's actually good, because we can get some weapon training in for Classic Core 2 if we miss. Alrighty. I will actually not shoot at piloting, although I should though. If I shoot at piloting, their evasion goes down, so all my shots will hit. I will risk that actually, because if they evade more of my shots, I get more weapons training in. Alright, we give up. We are terrible at this pirating thing anyway. Let them go. Piracy cannot be forgiven attack. So, you do not accept this. Although they give us 4 fuel, I think there is possible double reward waiting for us. So no. Death to the pirate scum. Catchymore says FTL is not my friend today, sigh. Oh, what happened, Catchymore? Ah, Kirax, I understand now. Thanks for the hint. Yeah, that's actually true. If I didn't need any more evasion there, so I could have switched off engineering or left my piloting station. That's true. You pick through the remains and contact the settlement. 3 fuel instead of 4 fuel, 17 scraps. Yeah, this is already better. It's already better here in total. So let's see what the settlement is saying. Yay, double reward. With the pirates gone, your signal the station, we appreciate what you've done, but there'll just be another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, can't give you more. That's fine. That's fine. I got now 6 fuel out of that instead of 4. And more scraps. Nice. Missile-wise, we are already in heaven, so yeah. So I hope I come across a store. Now that I'm saying this, there it is. So I will jump here and here. And then back into the nebula. Yeah, this is the course of action. There you go. Because I now have the scraps to buy that burst laser too. So please, game, please offer me another burst laser too. That would be awesome. Ketimor said I got to Sector 4 with Stealth B, but 0 weapons so far. Oh my goodness! You cannot hurt the enemies anymore. Yeah, good luck in finding a weapon. Alrighty. Okay. So there's a store coming up, and we have 2 drones to sell. So we are in a good place here. We are in a good place here. Let's see what the store has in store for us. Free scraps, that's Spurious ECG. Yes, that was free. There's only one other ship in that beacon and it is showing heavy damage. You receive a message on your console. Greetings, traveler. We were crippled by a band of pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. So, what is it? Ooh, defense drone too. Drone control. Interesting. Repair rate still at 2 per 1 damage. That's the cheapest that you can get. And what's on page 2? Let's hope for a good weapon, guys. Let's hope for a good weapon. Hello, Coyote37. Thank you for joining us today. No weapons, okay. But I could buy an Engie. I could actually do this. Engie gives so many blue options. So many blue options. The thing is, though, I invested in I invested in level 2 piloting. And we don't see the sector map now, but we have more nebulas coming in. Not only in this sector, but the next sector and the sector after that also are complete nebula locations. So it is likely that we get at least 1 crew member out of this. But still, there's no guarantee that it is an NG. So these 50 scraps might actually be justified. To spend them on an NG. The other thing that I might do is buy drone control. It gives us a free defense drone Mark 1. That would actually help with enemy missile systems. A lot. And on top of that, I buy a drone recovery arm, which I am a huge fan of. What that does is that non-destroyed drones will be retrieved when jumping, allowing their parts to be reused. Actually, that makes you completely... you have an infinite supply of drone parts. Save for when you use hacking or stuff like that. Then you use the drone parts anyway. But for usual drone usage, the drone recovery arm gives you all the parts you need. Okay, if they get destroyed, you can't retrieve them, of course. But I would actually like that a lot. Seeing that we don't get a weapon offered... Wait, let me see. Is there a store around here? No. So, the decision that I have to make here is... Do I buy drone control and drone recovery arm? Or do I buy the NG? Beseda04 says, good, I'm learning FTL stuff and I'm waiting for suddenly FTL. Yeah, you guys are waiting for this. Coyote37, I have to admit I haven't played this one yet. Oh, you should have seen the start. I was like taking a full hour explaining everything. Coyote37, if you have any questions, just ask them in chat. You have the time. During this play. You can sell your drones and buy cloaking, says Kiruax. There's also cloaking offered. Cloaking helps versus enemies' missile systems also. By cloaking under them incoming missiles. But that only works once. Because enemy missile systems recharge faster than your cloaking. What would I get for my drone parts? 25 for my drones, 25 for the combat drone, and 35 for the boarding drone. That's a total of 60. That brings me to 191. But I could actually afford buying drone control, drone recovery arm, and the NG. I can buy all of these if I sell my drones. Yeah, Rylock actually suggested this, and Bethesda agrees. Rylock is right, it's an option, unless you want to buy drone control to use the drones you picked. Katyamor says, don't buy, get extra engine upgrades. Katyamor asked Coyote37, so you don't know the fun, the glee, the horror and frustration yet, Coyote37? Not sure if lucky or unlucky. And Coyote answers, I'm not sure either, based on how loudly I've heard some of my friends cry when playing this. Yeah, FTL puts you through the ringer. Definitely. No, guys, actually I want to put all my currency into the drone part. I'm buying drone control. I'm buying drone recovery arm, and I'm buying the NG. There you go. I don't need to buy fuel, I don't need to repair. Hello, Mr. NG. So who wants to play an NG on board my ship? Who wants to join the crew of the SS First Try? The first one in chat to speak up shall be named after Markel. No, shall take over Markel's person. Kirok says something very smart. He says it's a bad idea because you can improve your engine at any time, but to buy new stuff you need a shop. Indeed. Hello Jugu1, thank you for joining us on this lovely Tuesday. We are playing FTL. And it's looking good so far, so Bethesda wants to join, I guess. Yes, Bethesda was the first. So, congratulations Bethesda. You have become an NG. Awesome. And we will put you on shields or on... So the thing is, what's our NGs known for? It's unclear if the NG are partly organic or entirely mechanical, but it's well known that they make exceptional engineers. So their repair speed is doubled, but their combat damage inflicted is half. So they are great repair guys, right? That also means it is good if they can leave their stations from time to time. And the station that is the least important of the main 4 is actually the shield system. So although we trained G-Pudding to be good at shields, I actually want to put Bethesda on shields now because so that Bethesda can run around and repair stuff. So that is my layout right now. But congratulations Bethesda! And you say now I'm sure I'll die soon. Catchimore says, I'd rather not be a crew member, I know what happens to them. Shot at, burned, suffocated and blown up. Yeah, we will work on that not happening to us. Let's work on this. Okay, I have no more scraps, let's jump back into the nebula over here. You feel naked without functioning senses. You half expect a rebel ship to appear from behind a cloud at any moment, but none came. Empty node. Actually, I feel that that inside nebulas there's a higher chance of discovering empty nodes because the rebel fleet being slower and all that. Okay, let's jump over here. Okay, there is a connection over there, but I don't think I want to go up there. I just want to check here, then go here, and then take the rest of the nebula locations. FTL turns all crew into red shirts as Anton Slavic 83. Yes, that's a good description. Jugu1 says, damn, I still remember the USS malfunction. Oh my goodness, don't remind me. Alright, I get a deal offered. I can give 3 fuel and get 3 drone parts. That's usually a good deal because drone parts are 4 times more expensive than fuel. But we have a drone recovery arm, we don't need this, and fuel is also needed to jump from star system to star system. So no, I don't need this. I reject this offer. So, there's a store over there. They could have a good weapon, but I don't have anything to sell other than my drone system and the drone recovery arm. And I just bought it, so I'm not going to sell it. So no, I'm not even visiting that store. I'm not even visiting that store. Alrighty, let's go down there. Spurious ECG says running out of fuel isn't fun. No, it isn't. But it also doesn't mean automatically the end. You can switch on an emergency beacon or a distress signal, and then ships will come by and hopefully offer you some fuel. This beacon has built for a nearby civilian space station. No one hails your ship. Another empty. Okay. Oh, I will reach the exit way too early. So maybe we can explore this location too. Okay, let's see. Jugu1 says, don't visit it, the store. You can't be disappointed if you don't know what's there. Exactly. Intruders! So these types of events are actually bad because you don't get any rewards from this other than battle experience. Alright, they are at here in the drone control system, Why do I know that? Because I look at this at the UI down here, and I see damage being done to the drone control system. So that's how I know that the enemy is inside the drone control system. So what I do is I will send my NG into the door system. That will improve my door system to level 2 so that they can't walk around freely. And I will send my other 2 dudes into the neighboring room here in sensors so that I will have all 3 combatants close to the room and then send them in together. Okay, they brought down the drone system pretty quick, so there might be 3 or 4 of them in there. Okay, let's move in. Yeah, there were actually 4, so let's bring in the NG2. And I will start to suffocate or suck the engine out of the neighboring rooms here. Alrighty, we have to cycle out 2 of my, or at least, yeah, let's take 2. Or all of them, it's fine. So, the NG moves back to doors, and the other 3 move into med bay. And I will open the doors here to suffocate this room. Damn it. Okay, they found us in the med bay, but that's cool. They are fighting us while we are getting healed. That is the clue here. So now 1 enemy is left and he is attacking the weapon system. But I think he's coming over to... No, he's not. Okay. And I will prevent him from doing any more harm. Oh wait, let's close the doors again. And let's get some air in here. Alright, now I got them all. Let's put Bethesda on repairing drone parts on the drone control system. Let's heal up everyone. And all I got out of this is 1 hull damage because they brought my drone system completely down, and a little bit of combat experience. That's all I got. And a little bit of repair experience on Bethesda. So these types of events are usually not that great. Alrighty. No scraps! Yeah, open everything but medbay, yeah. That would have been easier. But I wanted to prevent them from destroying my drone system, but they did it anyway. So shame on me. Alright, Iron Storm again! Alright, so again we have intruders on board, but this time we at least got a little bit of scraps. You find 2 heavily damaged ships floating nearby, the remains of a battle. You begin to harvest some usable debris when you hear the sounds of someone beaming aboard, followed by the shouts of a boarding party. Intruders! Alrighty. Yeah, the problem is the medbay only takes 3 takes only 3 persons. I can cheese that a little bit by having 1 person moving around from one location to the next, so that they always stay inside. Yeah. Let's not overdo this. But I will do it what they promised here in chat, what Katimor promised, not promised, suggested us. Or suggested to us. I will open all doors that immediately sucks out the oxygen in all rooms except for medbay. That means that the enemy will come into the medbay and we will fight in medbay and we will have an advantage there. Yeah. So the reason I did this like this, because as I said, it only takes 3 of our dudes in here. So I have Bethesda on doors, because Bethesda is bad with fighting. And because he was on doors, they had to fight their way in. That means they are a little bit longer inside the oxygen-less room. Oh wait, let's do this. And this works out beautifully. Is everyone dead? I think everyone is dead. Okay, that was too early. Okay, now everyone is back at 100%. We will slowly but surely pump more oxygen back into the rooms. And when we reach 100, we will jump. Kirurax in chat asks, where do you come from, Jordy Jones? I'm from Germany. I'm hailing from over in Europe. Hello. And I'm sure I'm sounding very funny to native speakers. I know the ship like the back of my hand. Bonk. Star Trek 5. Yeah, catch him more. If I had closed the shield door, they would have to fight through this first. But actually, I wasn't sure if they would take the lower route or the upper route to the med bay. It's actually nonsensical to go through the shields, because this route here is shorter. But whatever. So close the door. Everyone is at their stations. Yeah, it's fine. Let's jump. So we reached the exit ridiculously early, so we will jump back to it later, but first explore the upper location there. Okay, what's going on here? No extra event. Boo! Oh, there is another store. No! Yeah, I feel now I feel a little bit screwed over by the game. Now I feel a little bit screwed over. Because the last few jumps were just empty or melee battle without any rewards. And now it gives me 2 stores at once. And I bet one of these stores has a good weapon. If I only knew this before, I would have saved a few scraps. Okay, we still can do things with Artemis and Burst Laser in Sector 3. It gets harder, but we can still do it if we hit with the missiles. It's still doable. Alrighty. Yeah, it makes no sense to jump into the into the stores. So let's save the fuel and just jump to the next sector. It's an awkward situation here, really. Okay. Rebel controlled or uncharted nebula. I want to go to the next nebula and find crew. So there you go. Oh, I could have. Yeah, the first jump into a sector is always peaceful. The first jump, the first node inside a sector is automatically an empty one. So I can make preparations here too. So there you go. Suddenly stores, says Bethesda 04. Yes, I got defeated by stores. Catchimore, you are right. We would have would have had scraps to explore the stores. But on the upside though, we have a reliable way of avoiding incoming missiles now. And hacking, by the way. Hacking less reliable, but for missiles. And that the missiles are a main reason why I lose FTL so much on hard. Alright, so we entered an uncharted nebula. The whole sector is a nebula now. The pursuit of the rebel fleet isn't slowed as much as in normal sectors. But you can see most of the locations here are nebulas. Katimor always keeps some spare scraps in case of Burst Laser 2. Haha. Haha. You have seen how this is not just some spare scraps, but a whopping 80 spare scraps. And you cannot afford to have 80 spare scraps lying around. Usually. Okay, let's first go down here. This route. Attack the pirates! Okay, they have 2 levels of shield. This is getting worse, guys. And they have cloaking. Not good. They have a huge ass iron cannon and a beam weapon. That's not good, guys. And my defense drone is not helping. And that cloaking is high level. Oh man. They cloak for a long time. Okay, missile is ready. We sent the missile into the shields. It hits. Nice. But the specialty with rock ships is that they have some sort of plating that the systems can actually resist a bit of damage if they are hit sometimes. That is why you see a big ass resist popping up here. So instead of doing the full 2 damage to the shields, I only did 1, so their shield level only got 1 down. But that's cool. -1 shield is cool. So we will shoot at, I mean, we should consider shooting at cloaking first because it cloaks for so long. So I'm doing it. I mean, I'm not feel really threatened by their weapon system. So I brought down their cloaking at least 1 level, so their cloak shouldn't be that long. But they repaired it to full. I don't know how that is handled now. Okay, I'm saving on the missiles again. I know I'm greedy. 32 missiles and I'm still saving. Okay, the iron weapon is out. They brought their shields back up. I have to use missiles again. Aha! So there, I hit the cloaking system twice, and now they are trying to flee, which is not good. FTL delayed, why is that? Oh, because, yeah, it says FTL delayed because their pilot moved through the ship to repair the shields. The enemy always prioritizes repairs on shields, and if they don't have anyone free to repair the shield, they will take the pilot. And when the pilot goes away from his station and there is no autopilot there, then the charge of the FTL is delayed. That is one reason for that happening, without me destroying anything here. So now piloting is down. So even if the pilot returns to the piloting station, they are not charging up the FTL drive. Okay, shields are back to up to 2. Their cloaking is also a little bit repaired. So yeah, I will use another missile here, and it will hit because piloting is down. That means the evasion is at 0% right now. Okay, so before they die, they make a last attempt at bribing me. We realize our ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. And they only offer us 11 scraps and 2 fuel. I mean, I can use the fuel, but I think I can get more scraps in Sector 3 from enemies. So no, you will die. Oh! They dodged under my burst laser volley. Bastards. Oh, FTL is charging. No! I have to use my missiles because they have the shields back up again. Ah, this sucks. Okay, I got them before they went away. Jumped away. Ooh. The debris implies that the ship was carrying drone schematics, but unfortunately nothing remains. Aw. You do find functioning drone parts, however. Yeah, exactly 1. Nice. And 19 scraps, not that much. Maybe I should have taken the offer. Jugo says, feel you're just like in any game, you don't use potions to save them up. In the end you finish the game with 500 unused potions, yes. Katyamor, are you arguing against my choice of the drone control system? You will see how useful it is. I mean, come on, you know how useful it is. Don't say I haven't seen him use it yet, because there was no missile system on board the enemy ship yet, but there will be, definitely. Sharon Reddick says, Grumble, I got the event to unlock the slug cruiser on my NG Type E without senders and of course no slug inside. Aww. Next time. Alright, okay. So, next jump down here. Yeah, he wants again push his weapon on us, but we don't even have the scraps, so we just attack him. Alright, 2 levels of shields, an iron weapon and a single laser. We can deal with that. Send the missile into shields. That didn't work. And we missed with 1 laser. Okay, cool. They have high evasion, I feel. Okay, send another missile into shields. Try it again. We hit! Nice! And their weapons are down. Well, not completely, but to a rate where it is nice. Okay, and now I save my missiles and try to bring down piloting. Nice. And here is an offer of 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 14 scraps. No. I actually hope to get some fuel out of these guys if I win against this. Okay, shields are back to level 2. That's not good. Yes! Ah, oh, it resisted. Bastards. So now that I see that piloting is destroyed, all my lasers hit. They won't miss. So I can actually afford to shoot 3 lasers at 2 shields, because I still can be sure that the 3rd laser will hit. It's a little bit slow, but it saves me a missile. And since I'm not intimidated by their missile systems, I continue to shoot at their shields. That will actually prevent them from repairing their piloting also, because they take so much priority on shields. But now I see that piloting was repaired. I shoot piloting again. What? You got a biobeam? Biobeams are awesome. Can do cool stuff with biobeams. Oh, my shields are gone. Oh, this iron damage did actually something. Congratulations. Oh, I missed the third. Okay, they fully repaired their systems. Oh, again I miss. I think that is because the pilot is now back at piloting and gives a lot of evasion. I'm really missing a lot right now. Ah, there you go. That was the last one. Hey, Chris TX4, thank you for joining us on this lovely Tuesday. We are playing FTL for 3.5 hours already, and we will do more hours until the program on GOG.com, on GOG.com starts. So there you go, I get my 1 fuel that I hoped to get out of this, and more scraps. Nice. So it was worth. Next, jump into this location.